Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the Security Council convened to discuss what's happening in the Middle East, and we know the issue of Israel will be one of the main issues. I hope this meeting will be not like previous meetings when the Security Council ignore the most important factors of the ongoing incitement by the Palestinian Authority and its continuing refusal to sit down and negotiate. Prime Minister Netanyahu approached Abu Mazen many times and called him to come back and negotiate. Worst of all, we hope that the Security Council will not continue to turn a blind eye to the Israeli victims of terror. During the past 4 months, here in the Security Council, there have been many meetings. 12 resolutions passed condemning terrorism. Not even one terrorism that happened in Israel was condemned. The Security Council has been hypocritical when it comes to Israel. The facts don't lie. As I mentioned, 12 resolutions against terrorism worldwide, but 0 resolutions against Palestinian terror in Israel. No condemnation, no expression of solidarity, not even a statement of concern. The challenge for this Council is to chart a new course. No more business as usual when it comes to terror against Israelis. The fear is the same fear. The pain is the same pain. The response must be the same response. Terror is terror is terror. This wave of terror is a direct result of years of Palestinian incitement. Sadly, when the PA leadership is not negotiating, it is inciting. Last week, Dafna Meir, a 38-year-old Israeli woman, was murdered by a 15-year-old Palestinian terrorist at the entrance to her home, in front of her children. This 15-year-old terrorist admitted that he was inspired to kill after watching television programs broadcast on Palestinian television. This culture of hate is infused in Palestinian society, from the textbooks they read in school to the cartoons that they watch on television. Young Palestinians learn to hate Israelis, to embrace violence. Now, we know that even children's toys are being used to poison the minds of the Palestinian children. The doll you see here in front of you is part of a shipment of 4,000 such dolls that were shipped to the West Bank for children to play with. When the seeds of hate are planted from a young age, the effect on the minds of children cannot be reversed. These terror dolls sentence children, Palestinian children, to a life of hatred and violence. Instead of superheroes, scientists, or even celebrities, Palestinian children are taught to admire terrorists and to hope to become one. Today, I stand here in front of you and I call on the Security Council and members of the international community to finally put a stop to this endless stream of incitement. Thank you.
We're now going to take a couple of questions. Matthew?
Sure, thanks a lot. And it's on a related topic, but I understand that UNESCO chief Irina Bokova has written a letter to Iran about a cartoon contest there. Is that your understanding? And if so, is the letter public or should it be made public?
I heard about that, and I think it is an important move, thinking that only tomorrow, here at the UN, we will commemorate the Holocaust Memorial Day, where we will think about the 6 million Jews who were perished. And still, in Iran today, there will be a competition about caricatures against the Jewish people, and the prize will be $50,000. This is a shame. It shows us that the Iran regime has not changed, and I hope the statement will take place, and I expect the dignitary within this building to take the same position and to condemn this competition in Iran.
Yes, Joseph Klein, Canada Free Press. My question is relating to the Security Council's actions condemning terrorism. You mentioned 12 resolutions. Do you also criticize the Security Council for not linking ISIS, the global jihad, with the terrorist threat that Israel has been facing every day from Hamas and other jihad-inspired terrorists? In other words, that it's all part and parcel of the same global jihad problem. Thank you.
After the horrific attack in France, the Security Council took an important decision, condemning terrorism. But in that decision, they said that they condemn any act of terrorism, whenever and by whomsoever. Why Israel is not included in that? Why, when there are terror attacks in Israel, and only a few hours ago we heard about another young Israeli lady who was murdered by a terrorist, why it doesn't apply to Israel? We expect that the Security Council resolution will apply against all acts of terror without excluding Israel.
One last question.
Hi, Kristen Salumi from Al Jazeera English. I wonder if you could speak directly to Palestinian children. What appeal would you make to them, knowing that they're growing up often in wrecked neighborhoods in Gaza with little job prospects? They see new settlements being built on the land that they feel is theirs. What alternative can you give them? What would you say to them to give them hope for a future so that they wouldn't turn to terrorists, as you say, as role models?
As a father for 3 young children, I call for any children, including the Palestinians, to hope for a better life, for better education. We want to see the Palestinians developing, but we cannot accept the culture of hatred. We cannot accept that terrorists become heroes. We cannot accept that in Ramallah, squares are being named after terrorists. This is a culture of hate, and I think that the parents should teach the children to aspire for a different position and to go for the positive. And for that, we call the leadership of the Palestinians to stop the incitement and to come and to negotiate with us. Thank you very much.